Okay, good afternoon. All right, my name is Ming Yoke. So we're gonna continue and go through our revision. So we're gonna revise your midterm exam, but only part of it. Only part of it, not the whole thing. Okay? Because too much to cover. All right. And also, guys, hello. Also, guys, remember, if you say that, teacher, where is the rest of the topics? Like example, chapter one, you only have the, for example, chapter one is complete, chapter 1.1 to 1.4. But then chapter two, it's only 2.1, 2.2, and then jump all the way to 2.5, 6, 7, 8. So where's 2.3, 2.4? Basically, in the normal class, I provided you all the revision pack. You all got it right. In a normal class, I provided the revision pack, which is from chapter 1 to chapter 3 already has it right. So you practice that whole set. Here, instead, it's just a very brief seminar, which is to tell you how to apply in exam, how to work out your points. That's it. Understand? So in this case, guys, we're gonna go into our bab one and then our bab two, and then we're gonna to go through the objective parts and then structure essay lah. You give me 30 seconds for a while. All right, so under this case, let's continue on. All right, let's continue on. Okay, now you see, first of all, in this case, everybody, are you ready? My brain not braining. Your brain not braining. That one is a way where you jump up and just work out. And then you will be very energetic. Okay? Make sure you do that. Hi, Alexander. So, guys, look. All right. First of all, we need to know the exam format. Guys, exam format very simple. First of all, you just know that you are divided into kertas 1 and kertas 2. Kertas 1, guys, is objective question. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. You just need to go through the objective question. Guys, when you do your objective, it's very simple. Don't wait until you memorize the whole textbook, the whole long notes only you do your objective. Because objective is too in-depth. Too in-depth. So if, for example, you go through your whole textbook or your whole long notes, only then you do your objective. Yes. For certain people, for them, it's good. But certain people, it's not good because from the start, normal day they never study. Normal day they never study much. So if you expect that normal day also you never study much, before exam you read out the whole textbook or you read out the whole long notes, it doesn't make sense. So the only way is to practice it. While practicing the objective, you look at the information in your long notes. All right. So then you'll be able to, all right, practice and ensure that you get 30 to 35 and above. 30 to 35 above. Over 40. Correct. Understand? And there will be your 40 marks. All right, you have to get 30 and above. Minimum 30, maximum, I mean 30 and 35 above lah. Then it's the best. You secure your objective. Kertas 2 is your structure and your essay. Now, for example, here in this seminar material is your short notes. Short notes are referring to actual important points for your structural and essay question. So it is not applicable for your objective because your objective too detailed. Instead, it helps you in your structure and essay. So that's why if you want to study, you study the short notes for your structure essay. For objective is practice. All right. So kertas dua leh, we have bahagian A and bahagian B. Objective is 1 hour paper. And structure essay is 2.5 hour paper. They have 3 different ways of exam lah. One is they may ask you kertas satu first one day and then few days later kertas dua. Or 2 will be at the same day, they will test you kertas dua and kertas satu on the same day. Or they may test you kertas dua first, few days later kertas satu, like that. All right? So it's 2 sets of paper lah, okay? So for your bahagian A, guys, for your kertas dua bahagian A, right, is your 4 soalan struktur. You know, right? 4 soalan struktur, which is compulsory. All 4 structure question, you have to complete it. Oh, that's for you, same day on coming Friday. Good luck, All right, so if you see here, we have 4 soalan structure, compulsory. Each of it is 10 marks, guys. Each of it is 10 marks. Can you see here? All right. And of course, 10 marks is not one question altogether. It's 1A, 1B, and 1C. Guys, A may be 2 marks, B may be 4, C may be 4. Or A may be 3 marks, B may be 3 marks, C may be 4 marks. Basically, A and B and C add up together is 10 marks. But guys, I need to tell you all that usually generally your exam paper A and B are fakta soalan. Generally, your A and B are fakta soalan. What do you mean by fakta soalan? Fakta soalan refers to questions where answer can get from your notes. Questions where answer get from your notes. You cannot give your own opinion, which is memorized. Yes, you're so smart. Not, of course, this is not nice to hear is memorized. Yeah. So then, then bahagian C, okay, not bahagian C, the C, question C will be K-bar. K-bar is your horse question. Your horse question, you give your own opinion. But sometimes this opinion can get from your fakta notes. Yeah, can get from what you have learned. Understand? Okay, now, so structure very general. Generally, structural questions are 2 to 4 marks. Minimum 2, maximum 4. Generally speaking, structural questions are minimum 2 marks, maximum 4 marks. So why do I need you all to know about this is that when you do the memorization skill, you memorize minimum 2, maximum 4 for structural example. That's the minimum requirement, okay, for structure. So you have to do 4 questions of ABC, 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 and ABC. Complete already, you go to essay. Guys, you go to essay. Essay basically, if actual exam format is, they will give you 5 questions, choose 3 to answer. 5, choose 3. Essay 5, choose 3, as in, the essay question each of it is 20 marks. Each of it is 20 marks. And it is divided into A and a B and a C. All right? A and a B and a C. Wait, A and B also the same. It's a fakta soalan. Generally speaking, fakta soalan means questions where answer you can get from notes. Exactly from notes. Memorize the points, memorize the huraian, And K-bar instead is your own opinion, your own idea. Or sometimes you can get it from your notes also lah, okay, as a idea for you. So it will be 4 marks, 8 marks, 8 marks, or 6, 6, 8 also can. All right, in total 20 lah. So for the essay, their general rule is minimum 4, maximum 8 marks. Minimum 4, maximum 8. So you may say that, teacher, how to know which is popular for essay and structure? You look at your points inside. Is it less than 8? If it's less than 8, usually it will come out in structure. If it's more than 8, It will usually come out in essay. So you can see one, the fakta huraian, all those are. But I can tell you that chapter 1 is very, very common. Because chapter 1, first subtopic all the way to fourth subtopic, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, they have a lot of information which you can come out in structure and essay. Both. Both. All right. So how do you actually get your marks? It's very simple. This is objective 40 marks. Essay is 100 marks, right? So you total up how much you get. Then you divide 140 times 100%. Then you get your total. So, guys, let's start with our, chapter 1 first. I'm going to go through very fast chapter 1. Then what we will do is we're going to practice our structural a bit, understanding how to apply, and then essay, understanding how to apply, and the rest will be leaving it to you. Then after that, we're going to go into objective as well, understanding how to apply as well. All right, simple as that. And then we're going to go into chapter 2. Okay, now, so under this case, let's go to our bab 1, which is talking about the country and nation legacy. Warisan negara bangsa, guys. Warisan negara bangsa refers to a country and a nation legacy means that, okay, first of all, what's the background? What's the background? Before the Western came, okay, we are known as Kerajaan Alam Melayu. Remember Kerajaan Alam Melayu? Got 4 fakta. Okay? Then after that, finally, of course, when you see 4 fakta, each of it got huraian, right? So it can actually come out in structure, even essay, because, 4 fakta, and then you plus huraians, you can become 8 marks, Correct? Then after that, finally, Malacca will form. When Malacca will form, guys, Malacca got 6 fakta. Whoa, 6 fakta, All right? And under Malacca, right? Yeah, so possible. Okay, and guys, under Malacca, right? The thing is, their government system are very superior. Their legislation system are also very superior. And you know, just according to the government system also can be a essay alone because it's divided into government center and government center and government states, like that. What is F? Fakta. F is equals to fakta. Not bad word, please. You know, we have F, H, okay, which is fakta. F means fakta. H means huraian. Okay. C means contoh. K can be kesan or can be kesimpulan. You know, all those. Where got? All right, now, where got? Okay, undang-undang we have 2, Hukum Kanun Melaka and Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. So, Hukum Kanun Melaka alone got 4 fakta. Wow. Undang-Undang Laut Melaka also got 4 fakta. Wow. So, you see, it's possible for structured essay, you know. Then after that, the peranan pemerintah and rakyat, this one mainly is wadat lah, the agreement between the upper class and the lower class, the person in charge and the citizen. Basically, they are peranan, all those, peranan, all those. Peranan alone, sultan alone can have 4 marks one, you know. So all these are, actually, you can actually go through lor. You're like, oh my God, chapter 1, crazy. Not really crazy lah, but if you actually know about it, then you are able to apply it. For example, we go to page 2, guys. I know it's very, oh my God, teacher, what are you writing? So complicated one. Okay, I'm going to delete everything first. So what I want to show you is, first of all, warisan negara bangsa. Warisan negara bangsa, look here. According to our country nation legacy lah. Okay, first, before the Western came in, sebelum kedatangan Barat, or Kerajaan Alam Melayu, guys, you have to look properly, you know. Ciri-ciri negara bangsa Kerajaan Alam Melayu, or ciri-ciri negara bangsa Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. You don't write the wrong one, For Kerajaan Alam Melayu lah. You know our Kerajaan Alam Melayu is the FUCKG SEM. Not bad word. No, not FU. FU is Funan. C is Champa. K is Kedatua. G is Gangganagara. SEM is Sriwijaya. A is Angkor. M is Majapahit. Remember that? Form 2, you used it before? So, under this case, guys, under this case, all right, if you look at the government lah, Kerajaan Alam Melayu, we have Funan abad pertama, Champa abad kedua, and Sriwijaya abad ketujuh. This 3 is the most important one in exam. The rest is the backup answer. Okay? Only the name itself you need to know. No need to go through detail like example Form 2 syllabus, no need. Teacher, I remember Rara. Rara. Yes, Rara. Okay? Rara. Correct. Okay, Rara basically is, okay, I consider it as raw. Okay? Raw. Raw stands for Raja. Raja. Then we have Rakyat. Then we have Undang-Undang. Then we have Wilayah Pengaruh. Understand? 1, 2, 3. Okay, R. Why not R? You can also put it as R, but it's U, not A. Ra. Yeah? So it's Rakyat, Undang-Undang Wilayah Pengaruh, and Raja. Or Raja, Undang-Undang Wilayah Pengaruh, and Rakyat also can. You understand? So you can R or R. No? Okay, now, so the thing is, for example, if in exam they come out in 8 marks. Oh, 8 marks. So what should you do, guys? If it's 8 marks, what I want you to do is you give 12 points. You may like, teacher, why 12 points? Okay, look here. So if it's 8 marks equals to you should give 8 points, correct? But I always advise you all not to give just enough points. So what should you do? You should times 1.5. Every marks given, you times 1.5. 8 marks times 1.5. You're like, what does it mean by that, teacher? It means that I want you to give not 8 points. Instead, I want you to give 12 points. Guys, you 8 times 1.5 is 12, right? Right. You tell me no, I'm going to choke your mutton die. Okay? So how do you actually give 12 points? It's very simple. You just give extra, which means that originally here got how many fakta? Ra is 4 fakta, correct? Ra is 4 fakta. So it's 4 fakta. And each of it 2 huraian. Huraian or contoh lah. Huraian or contoh lah. If you know huraian enough, you give contoh. Understand? This is how you apply it. And then if you apply it like that, you don't need to be afraid you don't have enough marks. So example, guys. Example, Raja is the tonggak utama kerajaan, the top in control. Sistem pentadbiran memperkukuhkan kedudukan raja dibantu pembesar. Guys, dibantu pembesar with this sistem pentadbiran is 1 sentence. Sorry, can you cancel this out? Then raja sentiasa ditaati rakyat, dianggap suci. Contoh Raja Champa dianggap dewa siwa, pemerintah suci. Okay, now, so then the next one, undang-undang, is to ensure the well-being of the government. It is used in all areas and is a guideline of the government. Contoh Majapahit use Undang-Undang Kutara Manawa. Wilayah Pengaruh instead is a land where citizens accept and approve the king. Example, Funan have a very wide land, including Sungai Mekong, Teluk Kamran, Selatan Myanmar, Sekeningkrak. You give any two examples, so can already. Rakyat instead is refers to the citizen within the area that are loyal to the king and never betray. And Contoh Rakyat Sriwijaya, they will go through a what? So-called what? Oath-taking ceremony. Oath-taking ceremony. Remember, they will drink the holy water at the inscripsi Telaga Batu there, with the 7 cobra head there. All those lah. Yeah. So guys, if it's for example, fakta, then 2 huraian. Then fakta, then 2 huraian. Then fakta, huraian, contoh. Then fakta, huraian, contoh. This is the most basic one lah, guys. This is the most basic one. But of course, do you actually need to follow the most basic one? You can actually give or 4 fakta, guys, 4 fakta. Then you can give actually 4 huraian. You look at the top Raja there, got a lot of huraian ma. You can give 4 huraian. Then 2 huraian. Then 1 huraian, 1 huraian. You can give like that. You do not need to exactly balance. This is just a guideline. If you can't recall the contoh here, you can add the huraian on top. Faham ah? Hello? Anybody? Are you there? Faham. Thank you very much. All right. So, you're not there. You say, no, not there. I bite you, I tell you. Tomorrow, if I see you, I bite you, okay? Now, so under this case, this is our ciri-ciri negara bangsa Kerajaan Alam Melayu. Okay? Now, after the ciri-ciri Kerajaan Alam Melayu, guys, we know more Kerajaan Alam Melayu, we go to Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Go to page 3. Guys, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka is that your ara or your what? Your ara or your ra. Already no more. Already no more. Because they upgrade, guys, they upgrade. They upgrade the R, the Raja into KKL. Into KKL. The Raja upgrade into KKL. Yeah. That's why our Kesultanan Melayu Melaka so strong, ma. So strong. Because their king have sovereignty. 1, kedaulatan. Their king have kerajaan, government in charge. Their king have lambang kebesaran. Ra, like that lah. Stronger than the original Ra. Because this is KKL lah. Okay, now. So, Undang-Undang Rakyat Wilayah Pengaruh is the same thing. Undang-Undang Wilayah Pengaruh and Rakyat is the same thing, guys. This is the same thing. If you follow the sequence of UWR, will be Undang-Undang Wilayah Pengaruh and Rakyat. Otherwise will be Rakyat Undang-Undang Wilayah Pengaruh lah. Same lah. Okay. So for example, if it's 8 marks, guys, if it's 8 marks, then how? Aiya, same lah, guys. If it's 8 marks, I already say 8 marks, you are times 1.5 equals to 12 points you have to give. All right. So if you have 12 points, you can give 6 fakta, 6 huraian, each of it 1. Or you can give 4 fakta, 8 huraian. Huh? You can do so. You do not need to balance one. Boleh punya. If you say that, teacher, then like this, can I actually evil plan like 3 fakta? If you 2 later fakta, your teacher may not give you the full marks. They may not give you the full marks because they want They want balance. School teachers, they want balance. Point. All right. So 6 fakta, 6 huraian, consider okay. 4 fakta, 8 huraian, consider okay. If 3 fakta leh, will need to depend on your teacher whether they allow or not allow. All right, now. So under this case, you already know that. Okay, we have kedaulatan. For Malacca, we have kedaulatan. Lambang kekuasaan tertinggi Sultan. You see huraian 1. And then huraian 2, hak mutlak Sultan mengawal rakyat wilayah. Kedaulatan diakui kerajaan lain, bebas daripada campur tangan kuasa asing. Contoh diiktiraf kerajaan dinasti Ming. Then undang-undang contoh, we have Hukum Kanun Melaka, Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. Tujuan to meneguhkan. Can you see here? If, for example, in exam you don't really remember meneguhkan, can you change the words to mengukuhkan? If it's the same meaning, yes, you can. Same meaning, yes, you can. So if you don't write meneguhkan, you can write mengukuhkan kerajaan, melindungi rakyat, alright, and menjadikan Kesultanan Melayu Melaka sebuah kerajaan yang unggul. Wilayah pengaruh is a kawasan that the king accept and approve by the people. And Kesultanan Melayu Melaka has a very wide land, including Semenanjung Tanah Melayu, Pantai Timur Sumatra, and they get it through conquering, attack. Naungan, they accept the Lord of the Malacca and marriage. Citizen instead is called the citizen who are loyal to the king, obey the law, and they include Malay and Orang Laut. Their well-being are ensured by the king. In exchange, the citizen will approve the king's power. This one is a sentence lah. Kerajaan. Kerajaan exists only when there are king. That's why you see, guys, kedaulatan is referred to the king. Kerajaan is referred to the king. Lambang kebesaran is also referred to the king. That's why I say that Raja alone divide into 3, KKL. At least it's easy for you to remember lah. When there is king, there is the government. The king is the supreme leader of the country, assisted by pembesar. And then the king are strengthened with system pembesar 4 lipatan. After the Islam came in, the king are called sultan. You see, all these are huraian, you know. And this is the fakta. Lambang kebesaran is the identity of the government. Also represent the king's special position, special sovereignty. And example, they have Cap Moho, Adat Istiadat, Wana, Nobat, Regalia, you know, all this as the example of lambang kebesaran. Alat kebesaran. Guys, all these are alat kebesaran. Okay, now, the main thing is, guys, you may say that, oh, so teacher, all this ciri-ciri is essay lah. Mainly essay. Ciri-ciri Kerajaan Alam Melayu, ciri-ciri Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, mainly essay. But they may also come out in structure. 4 marks, example, how? They will ask you, jelaskan ciri-ciri Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, kedaulatan dan undang-undang. 4 marks. Then you're like, oh, it means that they want jelaskan, they want the huraian only. They want the contoh huraian only. So you kedaulatan, you give 2 huraian, then undang-undang, you give 2 huraian example. But is it 2 huraian? Guys, is it 2 huraian? No. If they give you 4 marks, remember what you need to do? You times 1.5. Become 6 points. Write 6 huraian. Understand? Meaning 3 from kedaulatan, 3 from undang-undang. Or you can choose 2 huraian, 1 contoh. 2 huraian, 1 contoh. It's your choice. Whichever you are able to remember. Faham tak? Okay, now. Then next will be, guys, we go into our page 4. Page 4. Okay, finally, it's talking about our government system, supremacy, and the legislation. Why times 1.5? Guys, if for example, you all miss anything, Let me know. At the same time, you can also, oh yes, you can also view back the recording. Yeah, it will be available in your YouTube. Okay, why times 1.5? Because 4 marks, you should be writing 4 points, right? But I always ask you all not to write just 4 points for 4 marks because there may be error mistake. So what you do is you times 1.5. The reason why I want you to times 1.5 to estimate how many points you need according to the marks so that you don't over give the points. Some student, they very smart one. They very pro. It's not that you're not pro or what, why I need to limit you 1.5 because a lot of students every year should got one. Got one will tell me that, teacher, I overwrite the answer until I don't have the time to complete the last essay question. Then teacher collect my paper already. Teacher collect my paper already. I know 20 marks, 20 marks gone. The whole essay, one question, not able to do it. Reason? Because they overwritten the answer for the first essay, second essay like this. They write, they write non-stop. They write F1, then all the Hurrians here. F2, all the Hurrians here. F3, all the Hurrians here. F4, all the Hurrians here. F5, all the Hurrians here. F6, all the Hurrians. Wow. But time is limited, 2.5 hours. Sorry to say that, you have not enough time to complete all. So the way is to limit yourself. Limit yourself, write only 1.5. When you limit yourself, you write 1.5. Then after that, you complete your whole paper. If you're still not satisfied, only you top up the answer. Meaning you use 1.5 to complete your whole paper. All the marks, 1.5 points. Complete whole paper already. And then you got extra time, only you come back to the front and add in your marks. Add in your points. Faham mo? Boleh. So under this case, therefore, we're going to go into our sistem pentadbiran. Okay, the name of the sistem pentadbiran for Malacca is called Sistem Pembesar Empat Lipatan. And we have the Pembesar Berempat, which are in charge of, especially Bendahara is very important lah. Okay, they like to ask one. So Bendahara is the Ketua Pentadbir, Ketua Turus Angkatan Tentera, menasihati Sultan, menjadi pemangku Sultan. Penghulu Bendahari is the one that manage the treasury, and the money comes from the taxation of the land that they shelter and the business. So what is the money used for? The money is used to buy weapons, build palace. Temenggung is to protect the city, security. Laksamana to protect the sea. He's the military general of the sea lah. Marine. Okay, now, then of course you can also explain that Malacca government is divided into central government and state government. So of course here is a simplified short notes version. It's not completely all the points in, but it's already enough for you to answer in exam. For example, first of all, sistem pentadbiran Kesultanan Melayu Melaka terdiri daripada 2 peringkat. One is peringkat pentadbiran pusat and peringkat pentadbiran jajahan. Peringkat pentadbiran pusat is dilaksanakan Pembesar Berempat, including Bendahara in charge of menasihati Sultan, menjadi pemangku Sultan. Then they also have sistem kewangan yang teratur, such as Penghulu Bendahari in charge of managing the treasury, in terms of the cukai and the business. Shah Bandar in charge of collecting taxation in pelabuhan. Example. Then apart from that, Melaka also mempunyai keselamatan yang kemas, such as Temenggung in charge of menjaga keselamatan kota and Laksamana in charge of Panglima Angkatan Laut Melaka. So, if you combine all these points, you already see that there's 8 lah. Alright? But usually, sistem pentadbiran like this, 4 marks lah. Or 6 marks maximum. If there is lah. So then pentadbiran jajahan instead is dilantik oleh Sultan Pembesar and menguruskan pentadbiran daerah kampung, menjaga mengekalkan keamanan, mengutip cukai. So you can actually, if they ask you 8 marks, right, overall is the whole thing. Then you write all down, you get the full marks already. Undang-undang leh, our Malacca's law is based on Sharia, Islamic rules, and tradition law. Hukum adat, Sharia, hukum adat. This is the basis. The content they like to ask. Hukum Khana Melaka content, Undang-undang Laut Melaka content. We have 4 fakta. And the Hurayans, guys, same lah. You know how to do it one lah. How to do it? Hurayan 1, Hurayan 2. Contoh 1, contoh 2. See? Then, of course, Sultan yang pembesar, fakta. Okay, after the fakta 1, then the fakta 2 already ya. You have Huraian 1, setiap pembesar mempunyai peranan dalam pentadbiran. Pembesar hendak arif dalam pelaksanaan undang-undang. Contohnya, fasa 1. You see? All this. Correct? Easy, right? Okay, then the next one will be our kekeluargaan. Okay, kekeluargaan basically is to mewujudkan keharmonian dalam kekeluargaan. Alright, which is bertujuan menyelesaikan masalah dihadapi keluarga atau dalam perkahwinan lah. At the same time, contoh. And you can further contoh 3B. Okay, now, next. Economy is fakta 4. So after fakta 3, fakta 4. Again, peraturan yang jelas tentang urus niaga ya untuk mengawal perdagangan di Melaka. And at the same time, agar tiada sebarang kesalahan bertentangan dengan ajaran Islam. At the same time, contoh pasal 30 and B. Orang yang menjalankan perniagaan hendaklah akil balik, siuman, and perlu melafazkan niat jual beli. Now, what is akil balik? You already know lah, puberty, already age. Mature enough to do business. Siuman is sane, not insane, is sane. And wanted, sincere to do business. So all these is your points. Correct? Yeah, memorize it. Then the content of Undang-Undang Laut Melaka also the same. Fakta 1, peranan nakoda. Okay, peranan nakoda here, guys, you understand that if you like doing objective, right, they will tell you that nakota is the captain of the ship. We have nakota sahat lah, nakota diri lah, nakota jenal lah. All these nakota you will need to apply in the objective lah, but not here lah. Okay, so nakoda, first of all, they have absolute power. They are considered raja dalam pelayaran, and all must obey his order. Okay, contoh 4. Contoh. And then contoh 5. Contoh 5. Boleh tak? Yeah. Then the next one, peraturan pelayaran, fakta 2. They are talking about, first of all, peraturan pelayaran will be our peranan pegawai selain nakota. And then at the same time, we have, what is jurumudi? Jurumudi is navigator. All right, navigator. Jurumudi or malim is the same thing. Or jurubatu is the rock lor, the one that measure the depth of the sea so that they can throw the anchor in. Or not the rock, is the anchor in, or suddenly a rock appear. Yes. The rock suddenly appear, that one. Yes. So it's raw, the depth of the sea. Depth of the sea. Okay, this is the direction. This is the depth of the sea. Okay, then the next one will be rowboat. Contoh. Guys, contoh, we have the third one. Pasal 9, Malim harus arif tentang ilmu pelayaran. And of course, they have to know the whole contoh 3B and then contoh 3C. If careless, death sentence. Jenayah atas kapal is fakta 3, which is huraian 1. Any action threaten, punishment, contoh. Percukaian also, fakta 4, 1, 2, and then contoh 3, 3B, contoh 3B. Okay. So if you say that, oh, so menentukan jumlah dikenakan terhadap penumpang, this is 1. Yaitu, okay. In exam cannot bracket ah. In exam cannot bracket. You can actually say that sama ada 3 tahun, 3 bulan, 3 hari. So these are all your fakta huraian, right? Then finally the last one, guys, last one is peranan pemerintah rakyat. In a government organization lah, the society, upper class and lower class plays a very important role. Okay? Which is, they are according to concept wadat. Wadat refers to perjanjian, where it is a perjanjian that is made between golongan pemerintah and golongan diperintah. Seterusnya, golongan pemerintah diwakili sang sapuba dan golongan diperintah diwakili demang deba daun. You see? So perjanjian alone is 1 mark. Pemerintah diperintah 2 marks. Wakil is 3 marks. Then they may actually directly tells you that, all right, according to our siapa? We have pemerintah got sultan lah, pembesar lah, kerabat raja ulama. Golongan diperintah got rakyat and hamba. Of course, they also got peniaga, petani, tukang, nelayan, hamba raja, hamba berhutang, hamba biasa. But of course, they like to ask you peranan, no? So you must at least remember 4. Menaungi, menjaga keselamatan, mewujudkan perpaduan, kestabilan, and memperkenalkan undang-undang. If you want to continue, you can continue. Memperkenalkan undang-undang untuk mengawal rakyat. Of course, pembesar is to menjaga keamanan and kebajikan rakyat. At the same time, they also the one that perantara, middle person, the one that collect taxes through sistem SERA, gift. And the last one is membekalkan tenaga tentera melalui sistem KERA. Guys, can you cancel out the kerja? Sorry, wrong. Kerja one, cancel. Kerja one is for the rakyat one. Wrong already. For the pembesar is tenaga tentera. Then other than that, menunjukkan taat setia, rakyat menunjukkan taat setia. Mematuhi segala arahan, tidak mendahaka. Kerana takut ditimpa tula lah. Tula is disaster. Then menjadi tentera. They menyumbang kepada tenaga kerja. They want to membina, seperti membina istana lah. Seperti membina istana. Or jalan lah. Ha? Then they become the row a boat. Finally, they attend the public council like gotong royong, all this. So at least you have to remember all lah. 4, 4, and 4. Yeah, they can come out and ask you peranan sultan dan pembesar, 8 marks. They can one. So you take note, lor. Okay. It is time before we go to chapter 2. We go to our latihan. Okay, everybody go to latihan. For example, guys, when you do your objective, everybody turn to page 19. Okay, very important because you need to know how you do your objective. Okay, the first thing first, if you do your objective that time, guys, when you do your objective, put your soalan and your full notes side by side. Or your textbook lah, ha. See lah. You like lah. Side by side so that you can refer while doing it. Because soalan for objective is too in-depth already. Which the short notes may not have included it. For example, when you do your soalan, the first thing what you do is you read the soalan first. You read the question. Read the question mark. The question mark. What they want first. If you still don't understand what they want, then only you go and read the whole message. So first, if not, then the second. So example here, you see, first you read undang-undang under Kerajaan Majapahit. Oh, it is our Kerajaan Alam Melayu law. Remember? Yes, Kutara Manawala. You see, you're so fast. Then, second, Wilayah Pengaruh Funan. Oh, Wilayah Pengaruh, which is the Raja, Undang-Undang Wilayah Pengaruh, and Rakyat. Oh, the Wilayah Pengaruh. And it is very wide. It's very wide. Includes which one? A. Hello. Why you give me number 2A? You don't remember, huh? Oh, D. Yes, D. Yes. I know. You see the Sungai Mekong, then you directly A, right? So you all have to be careful. Yeah, you're so pro. You all get D correct. Very good. Okay. Then you read the question. They say Rakyat Sriwijaya taat setia. What do? Ayah. They drink the oath making ceremony water. Yes, boy. You see, you're so smart. You put side by side, you can refer already one. Then Raja Champa is considered the god, the king god. So holy, right? Yeah, Suchi. See, so easy, correct. Then you practice, Bukti, how do you remember Raja Sriwijaya? Oh, how do you remember Sriwijaya King? Oh, this one, it's not in your full notes, it's not in your full notes. It's not in your short notes, Yeah, you see, you're so cool. You say goal lah. Goal. You know the goal? How much gold the king actually remained. Yes, very good. You see, this is all from your full notes lah. So for example, all these very detailed one, now the gold all missing, of course lah. Now it's very precious, They can sell it and get all the money, and then if they don't sell it and get the money for the government, right, it will gone missing also one because people will steal it. Okay, guys, look. Then you continue, guys. Don't give up. You just say, Gelaran Sultan for Malacca. You know lah, it's because of Islam. Why I give you so fast the answer? I should wait for your answer. Then after that, I will know. So, under this case, guys, Melaka menggunakan Gelaran Sultan. Okay, you see, okay, some of you were like, teacher, is it ketatangan Islam? Yes, you go to your notes there. And then after that, I told you already, you put your full notes at the side, you can get it around one. So, for example, you can see that according to our Gelaran Sultan. Where's the Gelaran Sultan here already? Ay, sorry, my brain suddenly jam already. Cause from morning, talking from morning until now. Ane? Talking from morning till now. Okay, Karajan. That's why I tell you all, when your brain is overloaded with information, it will jam one. That's why you all don't go and read through the whole full information textbook. Then after that, because if you're not the daily person who do revision one lah, if you're not the daily person who do revision one, your brain will get jammed. Just like example, I ask you, wow, you suddenly I give you all your favorite food in front of you. You like, wow, nom 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 nom. Until what will happen? Your stomach jam. Right. It's the same theory as information overloaded. Okay. Computer also what? You process too many things, it also lagging, you know? So remember, do it in a moderate way, which is you objective, you don't study the whole full notes textbook first, you just go through it. Faham? Yes. Okay, then after that, continue on. You have Nobat, Regalia, Cap Moho, all this is what? Hai, kedalatan no. No. Sorry. Lambang kebesaran no. You see? Lambang kebesaran because it's alat kebesaran. Very good, donkey. Ayo, teacher, you put the kedalatan. So, then, after that, you know what? Now, wilayah taklukan. Wilayah taklukan, guys. Wilayah taklukan, which one? You all know one lah, this one. Don't tell me you all don't know. I'm going to bite your butt. Yeah. I'm going to bite your butt. Confirm. Confirm what? Confirm not D. Yeah. Okay, yes, correct. Oh? Huh? Kedah? Wilayah taklukan lah. Takluk. We conquer. Conquer lah. Conquer. Okay, you all give me a moment. I show you. I'm going to bite your butt already. Wait. Conquer. Guys, I'm going to show you this one. Right. You see, this is the full notes, which is you have already gotten it previously, which is not this one lah, the another format one. This one is the older generation one lah. Okay, I just show you all lah. Whatever I get, I in my material. You see, Taklukan is what? Pahang, Kuala Linggi, Kelantan, Rokan, Indragiri, Kampar. So yes, Kampar. Thank you very much. So you also get already lah, correct already lah, Ayo. You see, I split screen now, then it goes off already. Kampar. Kampar. Then after that, Sentan. Sentan is what? Marriage lah. Yeah, marriage, correct. You see, so easy. Okay, so you trick me, see whether I blur or not. Very good. You are expecting me to be teaching until I so blur already. Like that, right? Ni punya budak. Okay, now, guys, let's continue. So, what happened is that after you're done with your soalan objective, practice yourself, practice all the way, then it is time we need to go into page 24, guys. Page 24. Page 24. Teacher can show the whole page. I want to mark my answer. Oh, hey guys, you all can actually go to your, You all can actually go to your, after the seminar lah, you all can go to the TTC website there. TDC Education website there, and then you can get the answer from there. You can download it. Yeah. Done? Give me a moment. I need to get my water bottle. You see, now is the time we need to go into structure question. Structure question is very simple. Everybody, can you all turn to page 24? Now, look. You are in Form 4. Guys, you are in Form 4. Therefore, your standard answering technique must not be answer 1, comma, answer 2, done, answer 3. Or answer 1, comma, answer 2, settle, answer 3. No, you cannot put all answer in one sentence. No, no, no. Oh, very good. You put the slide in too. Very good. One sentence per answer. Yes. It is basically 1 mark. It's one answer. And in one sentence. And then you need to put a very big full stop. You see the tahi lalat here? Yeah, the tahi lalat here is one full stop. All right. So first of all, when you do your structure question, guys, for example, here they say kemunculan kerajaan alam Melayu membuktikan asas negara bangsa bermula sebelum kedatangan Barat. Ciri-ciri negara bangsa kerajaan alam Melayu. Oh, so what you need to do is, first, guys, look here on the screen. First, you need to write opening paragraph, but you do not need to really leave a space and then opening, because it's structure question. So your opening, you can just copy soalan. Copy down can already. Example. Ciri-ciri negara bangsa kerajaan alam Melayu iaitu raja. Okay, this is the soalan, This is the soalan. Yeah, this whole thing is the soalan. So, guys, the thing is, in general answering technique lah, SPM, you do not need to write back the soalan in your structure question 1. Okay? Unless your school teacher say that, no need to write the soalan, no need to write the opening, never mind. But majority, I tell you, majority now, most of your teachers in Form 4 already ask you all to write the opening. If there are still teacher who actually ask you no need to write opening, that is the standard answering technique. Because soalan structure, they give you only limited 3 lines or 4 lines. So the thing is if you write the soalan down, you already lose 1 line space. Understand? So for answer 2 or 3, we don't need to write the question, but straight to answer. Yeah. So like example, the first one is you like ciri-ciri negara bangsa kerajaan alam Melayu iaitu raja, merupakan tonggak utama kerajaan. So you first opening, then you answer 1. You see answer 1. Then you full stop, you penanda wacana. Can you see penanda wacana? Selain itu, then you straight answer 2. Raja sentiasa diataati rakyat. Then full stop, penanda wacana again. Di samping itu, raja dianggap suci. Some teacher, they say that to make your life easy, you just opening, answer 1, selain itu, answer 2, selain itu, answer 3, selain itu, answer 4, akhirnya, answer 5. Understand? Okay, Teacher, why write the taat 1? Oh, raja sentiasa ditaati rakyat loh. They are loyally treated by the people. Did I write the S? It's an I. I know my writing very ugly. It's an I. You see, I actually make it big for you and see. Okay, you see, it's an I. Can you see? It's an I. I make it big for you. Is I. Okay. All right. I make it smaller back. Okay. It is basically, I dot away the dot. It's I lah. You are so evil. Okay. Now, I. Keep on saying is the S. I. Okay. Dita ati. Okay. So, guys, if, for example, you don't put the sentence structure like that, your teacher may only give you 1 mark. You can write like this in SPM, but not in Form 4. Yes, not in Form 4. Sorry to say that. Your teacher wants you to write this. Okay? If you write like this, from example 2 marks, you only get 1 mark or 0 marks or 0 marks. If you write it proper sentence, opening, answer, penanda wacana, answer, penanda wacana, answer, then you get 3 marks. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Can write down this part here like this, you know. Yeah, standard answering technique in SPM is structure, no need the opening, this one. You can directly Raja Marupakan like that. But your school exam, your school Form 4 exam, they want you to opening copy soalan. They answer 1, then penanda wacana answer 2, then penanda wacana answer 3. This is the format to answer. If you don't follow this format, you may not get the full marks. That's why some of you may come back and tell me that, teacher, why here got 4 marks? I write 4 points, but why I only get 1 mark? That's the reason lah. Okay? Now, done already, we go to essay for a while. I want to show you the essay. Everybody, you can actually turn to page. Guys, turn to page 26. Essay. Teacher, for undang-undang. Yes, for undang-undang, which one? Can we use undang 2? No, sorry. We have to undang-undang Laut Melaka. Cannot undang 2. You look at the format, they don't even allow you to comma done. You think they give you 2? Unless originally your book has the short name. But if they don't have, you cannot. Or for the undang-undang, can we straight put undang-undang Laut Melaka, hukum kana Melaka? No, you see, I know what you mean already. This undang-undang, right? This undang-undang, if you put, like, for example, from your notes, it says what? Undang-undang Laut Melaka, hukum kana Melaka. Can you see I put it is as 1 contoh 1 mark? 2 is 1 mark. 1 also 1 mark. Unless in exam they ask you, nyatakan, namakan undang-undang di Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, then each of it is 1 mark. Otherwise, if they ask you jelaskan the whole undang-undang, right, the contoh alone, 2 or 1 also 1 mark. Okay, faham, good. Let's go to our page 26. I want to show you how to apply your points. Hold on, split screen always like this one. Okay, now. So finally, it is time we need to go into page 26. All right, after you know the ciri-ciri Kerajaan Alam Melayu, ciri-ciri Kesultanan Melayu Melaka, remember, guys, remember, ciri-ciri got separate into Kerajaan Alam Melayu and Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. There is student who actually do too fast. They accidentally taught Kerajaan Alam Melayu is Kesultanan Melayu. They accidentally don't know why they saw it wrongly and they write the wrong answer. They mix it up. Okay, this is Roma, right? This is KKL. or correct? So the R become KKL. So you all have to exactly take note the difference. Okay, if you cannot catch it up, you use the highlighter, highlight the point, the key one, the key. Okay, so this is the key one. This is the Kerajaan. Oh, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Oh, okay, like that. All right. Now, so let's go into our sistem pentadbiran Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Sistem pentadbiran Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Just now I mentioned already, right, guys? Sistem pentadbiran in Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Oh, you have a lot of points. You see, they write from Sistem Pembesar Palipatan. It's okay. Don't need. For me, I will advise you all to directly go to your Sistem Pentadbiran Kesultanan Melayu Melaka and directly change into Pentadbiran Pusat and Jajahan. Direct that answer. That's the main one in exam. For example, Sistem Pentadbiran Kesultanan, then you write, guys, remember you need to write the opening paragraph. Remember? So what you need to do is, you need to write the opening in essay, soalan, copy. Correct? And guys, when you write on your test pad, remember, one page, 1A. Another page, 1B. Another page, 1C. Okay? Don't 1A on top, 1B on the bottom. Don't. Try not to do that. I know a lot of teachers says don't do that. Let the teacher scold you a bit, and then you just 1A, 1B. All right? Or the most is you try your best to 1A, 1B like that. And then after that, get more paper lah. Get more paper. All right? How many paper they give? SPM, they give both booklet. You can actually top up booklet one. But of course, at the same time, for your May exam, they give paper. And the paper, I believe, is your pay yourself, right? I don't know. I remember during Form 2, I was very focused on essay and gamble on this specific topic and I full marks. Now cannot gamble. All right, now. So why do I not advise you all to A on the top, B on the bottom? Because I don't want you all to waste your time on estimating how many lines you need to leave blank. You understand? I don't want you all to estimate how many lines you all need to leave blank. So the only way is your A, 1 page, B, 1 page, C, 1 page, settle. Then remember I told you 8 marks, you times 1.5, 12 points. So if, for example, you finish writing 12 points in 1A, then you finish your whole essay already. You have time only, you come back and add more points. Understand? How many paragraph? Just write one, enough. Just write one paragraph, enough. So what you do is 1A, then you leave a space, and then your paragraph. And then 1B, leave a space, and then paragraph. And then 1C, leave a space, and then paragraph. Like that. So 1A, 1 paragraph. B, 1 paragraph. C, 1 paragraph. Okay. Now, so you must opening, like example, Sistem Pentadbiran Kesultanan Melayu Melaka terdiri daripada pentadbiran pusat dan pentadbiran jajahan. Then you start with pentadbiran pusat dilaksanakan oleh pembesar berempat. You see, I follow this sequence here. If, for example, you tell me, teacher, I don't remember the sequence too much, you agak-agak loh. You agak-agak. Okay? Then after that, you can continue. Bendahara berperanan sebagai ketua pentadbir, ketua turus angkatan tentera, like that. Seterusnya, penghulu bendahari menguruskan pembenaran Melaka. Selain itu, Syah Bandar mengutip cukai. Tambahan pula, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka mempunyai sistem kewangan yang teratur. Then you can write again. Selain itu, Kesultanan Melayu Melaka mempunyai keselamatan yang kemas. Then, kemudian Temenggung menjaga keselamatan Melaka. Eh? Di samping itu, if your teacher allow you, some teacher actually allow you opening already, right? All the way selain itu answer 1, selain itu answer 2, selain itu answer 3, selain itu answer 4. And then akhirnya answer 5 lah. Some teacher even give you pertama answer 1, kedua answer 2, kedua answer 3, keempat answer 4. Some teacher actually says, I don't want all this. I want you to write a proper, like the first one selain itu, di samping itu, tambahan pula, seterusnya, like that. So it's depending on your teacher also. You all know one. You all do before all the practices. You all know one. Your teacher will tell you one. Which one? All right. So for example, when you go to B here they say that sistem perundangan in Melaka is Hukum Kandang Melaka, Undang-Undang Laut Melaka, am I right? Meaning they want the content. They want the content. And remember, Hukum Kandang Melaka got 4 fakta. Undang-Undang Laut Melaka got 4 fakta. And then 8 marks means what? Times 1.5 is 12 points. So 6 points you get from Hukum Kandang Melaka, 6 points from Undang-Undang Laut Melaka, which means that Hukum Kandang Melaka 3 fakta 3 huraian lah. Then Undang-Undang Laut Melaka 3 fakta 3 huraian lah. This is the minimum requirement. Then you finish your whole essay. If you have time, you come back and do top up. So you can say kandungan you can opening paragraph, guys, essay opening paragraph 1B like that Sistem perundangan yang diamalkan dalam Kesultanan Melayu Melaka iaitu Hukum Kanun Melaka. Kandungan pertama ialah jenayah. Full stop. Jenayah tersebut ialah perbuatan yang mengugat ketenteraman Kesultanan Melayu Melaka. Full stop. Selain itu, hukuman setimpal dikenakan seperti membunuh dan mencuri. For example, here. Or you can write one huraian and then contoh. Contoh pasal 4, hukuman bunuh kepada sesiapa ingkar arahan dan memasukkan titah sultan. You don't want huraian contoh, you can huraian 1, huraian 2, example. Or you can just put one huraian if the points and the marks enough. Kandungan kedua, peranan sultan dan pembesar. Pembesar perlu arif dalam pelaksanaan undang-undang. Kandungan ketiga ialah kekeluargaan. Kekeluargaan tersebut bertujuan untuk mewujudkan keharmonian dalam keluarga. Kandungan keempat ialah hal berkaitan ekonomi. Kandungan tersebut merupakan peraturan tentang urus niaga untuk mengawal perdagangan Melaka. All those lah. So, guys, then you go to your next one. Manakala bagi Undang-Undang Laut Melaka. You see? Kandungan pertama ialah nakoda. Seterusnya, selain itu, nakoda berkuasa penuh. Selain itu, nakoda sebagai raja dalam pelayaran. Kandungan kedua ialah peraturan pelayaran. Selain itu, bertujuan untuk menjadikan pelayaran selamat dan lancar. You see, they use selain itu. Akhirnya, you can say kandungan keempat ialah percukaian. Akhirnya, percukaian yang sistematik dan adil harus diamalkan. So all this is in your point. Last one is your K-bat, guys. C is your K-bat. Always A and B is your fakta soalan, am I right? Correct? A and B is your fakta soalan, am I correct? Then C is your K-bat. Okay, guys. K-bat, look here. Everybody look at the K-bat. Now, the thing is, K-bat is divided into structure and essay. Structure is 4 marks. Essay is 8 marks. Generally lah. Generally. Okay? So, for example, if you look at all this K-bat in your notes, in your practices, the most important is you study through. The most important is you study through, guys, so that you have the idea on how to apply. Example, the first one is for structure, if they give you 4 marks, I already say times 1.5, you give 6 points. So usually generally speaking, if K-bar in structure, just 4 fakta can already. Example, bijaksana dalam tindakan, bertoleransi antara satu sama lain, okay, bersatu padu, mematuhi arahan. 4 fakta. But some school teacher, majority, they prefer 2 fakta, 2 huraian. Some school, more demanding, they want fakta, huraian, contoh, kesan, kesimpulan. So if, for example, 4 marks, 4 marks, you times 1.5, 6 points, right? Meaning here you at least, if fakta you give 6 fakta lo. If it's fakta huraian, you give 3 fakta, 3 huraian lo. If it's fakta huraian, contoh, kesan, kesimpulan, you give extra 1 more fakta huraian. Extra 1 more fakta huraian. Or if you want, you give extra 1 more fakta huraian, contoh, kesan, kesimpulan. If it's essay 8 marks, guys, 8 fakta, or 4 fakta, 4 huraian, or 2 fakta huraian, contoh, kesan, kesimpulan. Of course, the main thing is you don't give just 8 marks enough, you times 1.5, 12 points. So if it's 12 points, if it's fakta, you give 12 fakta. If it's fakta huraian, you give 6 fakta, 6 huraian. If it's fakta huraian, contoh, kesan, kesimpulan, you give 3 of the fakta. Huraian, contoh, kesan, kesimpulan. You see so many. Okay? Guys, the main thing is you come out the fakta idea first. K-bar, guys, K-bar, first of all, you come out fakta idea first. Then you convert into fakta huraian. If your teacher wants you to have fakta huraian, convert into fakta huraian. Example, you see these 4 seems like fakta, right? You convert it. For example, nilai yang diperoleh daripada, example, look, nilai yang diperoleh daripada pengalaman sistem pentadbiran Kesultanan Melayu Melaka adalah bijaksana dalam tindakan. Full stop. So it's like I treat this as fakta as fakta. Then I huraian, okay? I put how ini. Supaya, you see? I bijaksana already so that rakyat, you see I put this as huraian, akan mematuhi arahan pemimpin disebabkan, you can further disebabkan tindakan yang yang rational or adil. Understand? Then after that, continue on, you another Then you another, you selain itu. Selain itu. You see? Selain itu. Fakta tu is bertoleransi antara satu sama lain. Full stop. Hal ini menyebabkan pemerintah dan rakyat Bersatu padu dalam menjalankan tugas. You see? You see? So it's like you put fakta, then you match it up, become fakta huraian. That's the best way lah. All right. The reason why I will ask you all to come out the fakta first, then put it, convert into fakta huraian, is because a lot of times, I realize that students lah, they all give fakta huraian similar answer. For example, bijaksana dalam tindakan. Pemerintah mengambil tindakan yang bijaksana untuk melaksanakan tugasnya. Bijaksana dalam tindakan, pemerintah tindakan yang bijaksana. Guys, it's the same thing. You will get only 1 mark. That's not called huraian, you know. You have to further elaborate. Only then is called huraian. So if you put the answer is similar, right? That's why some people unknowingly lose marks. Unknowingly. They thought they can get, but unknowingly they lose marks. Faham tak? Oh, the very important thing is, the reason is because they are rushing to write out their answer also. They rushing to write out their answer. So they write, bijaksana dalam tindakan, pemerintah mengambil tindakan yang bijaksana dalam melaksanakan tugasnya. It's the same thing. Okay? Understand guys? Can Yeah, okay, simple as that. Everyone know how to answer your structural question already? Everyone know how to answer your essay question already? Everyone know also how to answer your K-bar question and also objective question? Now there's another K-bar question you need to take note is your petikan. Guys, your petikan. Example. Okay? I'm going to flip through your petikan. Give me a moment. Everybody, you can turn to the petikan, the very long one. Okay? Page 36. Guys, go to petikan first. Page 36. Okay, you can see page 36 Alright, bacakan petikan berikut, huraikan message yang terkandung dalam petikan tersebut dan iktibar yang boleh diambil. Oh. So the message in the passage, and what do you learn from here? Guys, you know, right? First of all, how do you write your answer is, again, opening. Again, opening. Message yang terkandung dalam petikan tersebut iaitu golongan intelektual mempunyai peranan peranan dalam pembinaan dan pembangunan negara, bangsa. Selain itu, kemerdekaan, Selain itu, akhirnya, full stop. So you must have opening answer 1, penanda wacana answer 2, penanda wacana answer 3, penanda wacana answer 4. You copy, guys, look. Copy your points, split out with penanda wacana into your answer sheet. You will get minimum 4 marks in full. Over 8 marks lah, essay. Then, you have to put penanda wacana lah, of course. It's like a free marks. You copy with penanda wacana, then you get 4 marks for free. But if you write the example, the next thing that they want, teacher, so basically take from passage and add penanda. Yeah! Take from passage and add penanda, then you get full marks, 4 over 8. Why 4 over 8? Because the another 4 is the iktibar, the lesson learned. The another 4 is the iktibar, the lesson learned. Okay, how's the lesson learned? Very simple. You see here? Iktibar yang diperoleh daripada petikan tersebut adalah, you put your what? Your K-bar basic method of answering. If your basic basic pala. If your basic answering technique in school is fakta all the way, you give back all the four fakta. If your basic answering K-but is fakta huraian, then you give fakta huraian. If your basic answering is fakta huraian contoh kesan, then you give fakta huraian contoh kesan. Usually, which one they prefer is this one. Otherwise, the worst is this. The worst why? Because teacher most of it choose I want you to huraikan like that lor. But of course, there are also teachers who say that never mind lah, fakta lah, haya. SPM all fakta also correct one. Okay, so this is our petikan. Faham tak? So for the first part, passage at penanda wacana. Second part, you follow your common method of K-but answering technique. Okay? Now, so you already know how to do the K-buts, structure, essay, objective. It is time we go back to our notes. We go back to our chapter 2, guys. Chapter 2. Okay. Chapter 2 is very simple only, guys. It's talking about nationalism. Everybody turn to page 9. Chapter 2 is all about nationalism. Okay, the first one, they ask you, what is the meaning of nationalism? Nasionalisme is perasaan cinta yang mendalam terhadap bangsa dan negara, semangat kebangsaan menentang penjajah, pembelaan terhadap negara bangsa, gerakan untuk mencapai kebebasan politik, ekonomi, sosial daripada penguasa asing. All of these four you must memorize all. Teacher, for itibar, isn't it in passage? It's different from passage. It's different. You know what's the difference is for a while, the difference of this and here is that they want your own idea, your lesson learned. What from all this whole thing, what do you learn? Yeah, you can select it from here, but mostly it is your own idea. That's why your teacher at times don't want you to write fakta only because then some of it you can copy from here. So that's why they want you fakta huraian. That's the difficult part there lah. So the most important thing is you study a lot of K-buts lah. Studying lah, like reading storybooks like this. Okay? Yeah, okay. Now let's come back to our page 9. So after you know what's the maksud of nationalism, then we go to our nationalism idea started from the West, guys. Nationalism idea started from the West. If they ask you what is the factor, why do nationalism started in the West? Because they fight against their king's government system, the king who oppressed the humans' rights and their freedom. Example, their anti-Raja is Revolusi Perancis and Revolusi Keagungan in England. And they also fight for independence from being colonized, such as Revolusi America. So you see 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, and 5 point. Sorry, 5 point here. Then the following one is Revolusi America got facto and peristiwa. Revolusi Perancis also facto and peristiwa. Keagungan also facto peristiwa. Depending on which part they ask you, you give which answer lor. Facto, you have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Facto, I'm going to go through very fast. Revolusi America facto is British do not protect the rights of American citizen against the tax collection law, akta memungut cukai. Example, akta gula, akta teh lah. You just give 2 example can already. And there's no American representative in Parliament British, which they stated a slogan, no tax when there are no representative. Tiada cukai tanpa perwakilan. Next, how do this incident happen is that they form a Congress led by George Washington. George announced war towards British to fight for independence. And this Congress approved their announcement of independence. They insist that the rights of the citizen to form a new government if the government cannot ensure their rights, their freedom, and their happiness. And therefore, consequently, British approved American independence. 13 areas were released and got united into American Sharikat, and they introduced a democracy system lah. That's all. This is our Revolusi America. Revolusi keagungan reason is they want to uphold the parliament's sovereignty. They want to uphold the citizens' basic rights. And then at the same time, all right, you see 1 and 2, right? The pink color is the sabab factor. Yeah. So then you can say that Raja James II ignored the parliament and created the law themselves. And that's when the parliament go against the kings with absolute power. Raja berkuasa mutlak. Why? Because the Raja create the law without consulting the parliaments. So 1, 2, 3, 4 lor. Then if they ask you the peristiwa lah, overall the kejayaan, everything, right? Is the story starting from where, Story starting from Raja James II ignore the parliament, created the law, and that's when the parliament go against the kings with absolute power. So Raja James II then, okay, of course, the third one is where Mary II and his husband supported it. That's why Raja James II realized that he has no supporter. He ran to France, and finally England were ruled by Mary II and William of Orange. And the concept kedaulatan parlimen and sistem raja perbelembagaan were strengthened. Bills of rights were created, prioritizing the parliament in charge of the law and the rights of collecting tax. So it's like, you approximately lah. In exam, it's just maybe 2 marks and then 4 marks like this. Peristiwa, just 4. Sebab is 2, like that. All right, now next. Then the factor is, for the Revolution Prancis, we have this psychology, what called already the golongan pemikir lah. I've forgotten how to call them already. Philosopher. Yes, thank you very much, Geoffrey. Geoffrey, thank you very much. Philosopher. Okay, now, the thing is, this philosopher, they fight for freedom, okay, equality, and togetherness. So they have Rochelle Voltaire. You can actually, in exam, right, if they ask you what do they fight for, right, 1, 2, 3 already enough, 3 marks, Yeah, 1, 2, 3 already 3 marks. Unless they overall they want more lah, like overall want you to explain, then you can say that golongan pemikir fight for freedom, equality, togetherness, right, as one. And Rochelle Voltaire, and then he wrote the social contract talking about the glory, the superiority of the people's wish, people's voice. Is talking about their awareness, and citizen sovereignty is higher than the king's institution, the government institution, this and that lah. So you look at the pink color. Pink color is the factor sebab. You can split it out. They write in the wrong point lah, but it's okay. You take note. Basically, if you say that, then peristiwa is basically you can write all these down, even the pink color here. But of course, mainly you can actually go through the story like, first of all, they go against the autocratic Raja Louis XV1 and golongan bangsawan, because Raja and bangsawan monopolize all the specialty. The people are the one that burden with various taxes, and therefore the revolution group, they attack the Penjara Bastille, no Zia, and free all the politicians that are being captured, and they overthrow Raja Louis XV1, and that's when Republic France will form, the end of king's government system in France, like that lor. So actually here alone, the pink one and the blue one is enough for you lah. Then 2.3, 2.4, you can just go through yourself. But then we go to 2.5, which is talking about finally our country. Nationalism came to our country, guys. So you see from the west, spread to the east. From the east to the Asia Tenggara, to the Southeast Asia. And from the Southeast Asia to our country. So first of all, nationalism in our country. started since Malacca. Remember that under Malacca time, the efforts of the leaders of Kesultanan Melayu Melaka should be respected, number one. Number two, Sultan Mahmud Shah, the one that tries to get back Malacca. Not only Sultan Mahmud Shah, Sultan Muzaffar Shah also as the leader. Then Sultan Mahmud Shah attacked Portuguese 3 times but failed lah. Okay, so this is one of the nationalism they started. Then Sultan Kedah, Sultan Abdullah fight against SHDI in Penang. Wanted to take back Penang, but of course this is the earliest stage that they fight against British because this is Portuguese, this is British. Then the next one will be, we have penentangan pemimpin tempatan terhadap penjajah. Pemimpin tempatan is who? Those Dato Majalila, Dato Bamen, all these guys they fight for freedom, mainly for their own area only. That's why they are not united enough. That's why they fail lah. Then we have perjuangan tokoh agama, penulisan kreatif Akbar, pertumbuhan social ekonomi, all the names of the people that one you can go through yourself in your full notes. Okay, so finally, what's the factor? Factor that nationalism exists in our country is there are 6 factor, guys. Again, all right, structure is 2 to 4 marks. Essay is 4 to 8 marks. So the thing is, for example, there are 6 factor. They can come out in essay. They also can come out in structure. How do they come out in structure? It's very simple. They will ask you, faktor nasionalisme di negara kita, jelaskan tentang peranan agama dan media cetak. 8 marks. Then means what? 4 marks for peranan agama, 4 marks for media cetak lah. Example lah. Or maybe just 2 marks. That's why you need to practice, guys. You need to practice. That's why you see here got the soalan for chapter 2. You practice soalan for chapter 2. Example, you can see that. You see here? Kemunculan kesedaran. Peranan agama, media cetak. 2 marks, 2 marks. Faham This is how you apply lah. Then, we come back here. Remember when you apply opening? Answer, penanda wacana, answer, penanda wacana, answer. So, for example, fakta 1, huraian 1, huraian 2, huraian 3. Okay, you see? Fakta 2, huraian 1, huraian 2, huraian 3, contoh. Fakta 3, huraian 1, huraian 2, contoh. You just give any contoh lah. Then, fakta 4, huraian 1, huraian 2, huraian 3, huraian 4. Then, fakta... Then we have SITC. This is Islam one. This is Pendidikan Modern Islam, Madrasah. This is MCKK. This is SITC lah. So you can write all. Like huraian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So Sistem Pendidikan got a lot of points also. Can be 4 marks. Just Sistem Pendidikan alone. Then, this is another point, This is another point. Then we have kemunculan fakta 5. Intellectual, lepasan. Contoh, the name and the huraian. Intellectual lepasan. Contoh, the name and the huraian. Fakta 6. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lah. You memorize Finally, perkembangan nasionalisme. Nationalism expand in our country in 3 methods. First is through the intellectual group. Second is through writing. Third is through organization association. Okay, intellectual, we have 3 types. One is religious graduates. Religious graduates is kaum muda lah. We have Gerakan Islah, Madrasah, and Akbar Majalah. Example, the Al-Imam Neraca. All these are your points, guys, guys, guys. Golongan agama is this one, the whole thing. If, for example, here already enough points, then you no need to continue this one. This one is considered another point. Al-Imam content, Neraca content, newspaper content. Intellectual Berpendidikan English means they are Malay English graduates from MCKK. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see? They are English educated who work with British while requesting opportunity from British. For Malay graduates, is from SITC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you can have a lot of points. So you may say that, teacher, how many I need to memorize? If there are 11 points, you memorize 8 lor. If there are, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 points, you memorize 4. So it's 2, 4, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. You understand? Structure is 2 to 4 ma. Essay is 4 to 8 lah. So if you can memorize 4, then you memorize 4. If you can memorize 8, you memorize 8. Otherwise, if 4 to 8 in between, you memorize 6 lor. Faham mo? Then, at the same time, penulisan. We have, first of all, what's the purpose of a majalah and akhbar? Is to talk about their future, their rights, is to talk about the dispute. Polemic is the dispute between kaum muda, kaum tua. And talk about their government, administration, economy, and social. So if they talk about Akhbar Melayu explain, then you have a lot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To be honest lah, Akhbar Melayu usually they ask you the name of the newspaper, short and simple. That's all. The name of the newspaper, and they may ask the short one, structure. You can see one is not much. Teacher, can scroll up a bit. Which part? Sorry. Do you have any questions? So, for example, all these a lot, then you can memorize like essay, 4 or 6 or 8. But if like this, you memorize all the 3. You see, I put a star there. But if, for example, the Akhbar Melayu, all this, you see like this contoh like that only, right? Namely, they will ask you namakan akhbar lor. Namakan akhbar or jelaskan, just a simple short. So how do you know which to memorize more, whatever? You do more practice lah, that's all. Then we go to Kaya Creative. Kaya Creative, they may ask you, explain the Kaya Creative, novel tema, puisi tema, cerpen tema, and a contoh. Okay? Yeah. Accordingly, this one is the tema 1, tema 2. Tema 1, tema 1. Semangat Pejuang, Nasib Bangsa, and Cinta Akan Tanah Air. Tema 2. Like this. Then you can give one of the contoh, can already. One of the contoh. Depends you choose. Can Can I mean, okay. The rest of you, any questions before I proceed? Can Okay, good. Then we have Organization Association, KMS. KMS basically is actually introduced by Muhammad Yunus Abdullah. Purpose is to be active in our government administration, fight for their political education rights, technical learning, and higher education. And basically, they are working with British to take opportunity. But for KMM, it's very radical. They are by Ibrahim Hajakob. They go against British to get Melayu Raya, combining Tanah Melayu and Indonesia together. They uses the newspaper Majlis, and they are considered radical because they dare to voice up their resistance against British, and they raise up present anti-British in the newspaper and magazine. Paspan instead, they unite and exchange opinion. They unite all the Malay through Congress and successfully gather a lot of Malay association from Brunei, Labuan, Sarawak lah. Talks about national issues. Then the member are guru, pegawai kerajaan, peniaga, all those lah. Okay. Any question, guys? The main thing is, for example, there are 5. Remember 4? There are 6. Remember 4? There are 3. Remember 2? Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8 ma. Okay. Now, Kesan. Guys, you need to go through Kesan. Kesan politik, economy, social lah, okay? They are maximum lah, huh? Only 4, 4, 4. All right, not that maximum is minimum. So you at least you remember example, the first one. Number of Malay in MCS increases from 7 to 20. Then they have decentralization, and then they give back the power, encourage them, and then 7 and 8. You see? Okay, now. This one you can consider 1 point lah, whatever lah. So, yeah lah. Okay, economy leh. We have kaum muda, tertubuh kebajikan Al Jamia Al Khairiyah. And then British only focus on primary, so it's difficult. So Zaba raised this issue in SITC to give awareness about the importance of higher education, English curriculum. And then after that, English newspaper. Finally, collect funds. And they go overseas to study. Social we have Akbar Majalah Persatuan to study. Then we have encourage them to write. Then SITC increase, become teacher to increase their education further. Then Indian, Ceylon, Chinese. All this. You just need to go through the points. And especially you may say that, then teacher, how many points I need to remember? Minimum 4, at least minimum 4. Because in exam, they may come out like that. For example, I show you. Okay, for the Kesan. Here. You see here? They may come out and ask directly, Kesan, politik, economy. Then give you 8 marks. So in this case, politik is 4, economy is 4. But of course, I always ask you all to do what? Times 1.5 equals to 12 ma, right? 12 points ma, right? So here will be 6 points. Here will be 6 points. Then more than enough already. So you may say that, then teacher got so many points or not in my notes. Actually got 7 points, 7 point or 9 plus 7 point. Okay? So then what you need to do is you need to practice and read through everything. Memorize the fakta, read through the kebats. practice the objective. Understand, guys? Okay, guys, we are done with our information. You must practice. I had no choice already. If I go through with you all also, we just copy down only the points. And the next thing is you need to memorize. Boleh tak, guys? Okay, Can, Hello? Everybody, Alexander, Amel, Amiro, Angie, Anna, Deva. Any question? Chisik, Minnie, Geoffrey, Mingler, Jiva, Kevin, Kaini, Chengyi, Kaiser, Razor, Maya, Mechi, Melvin, Li Liang, Tianle, Minghui, Felicia, Roshan, Saleswari, Tiva, Hershin, Yuling, Yuanzi, Yutong. All right. If that's it for today, you're going to need to practice it now. After the class, just directly do. No need to wait for me. Directly do, complete it. Okay, directly do, complete it. Can I have the link for Sejarah notes document? Which one? This one? This seminar one is in the TTC website here. You just need to go to this TTC website here, and then you just can get the soft copy here. Yeah. And then if you say that, how about the video is also here? Answer also from here is that after the class, meaning after today lah. All right, maybe it's tonight. All right, you can actually get it from the, the website. Wait, let me see, the TTC website. Seminar one, you have to go to the seminar one, here. Okay. Oh. All right, so see you guys next week, okay? Teacher, is there short notes like but 4? Wait, let me think. Form 4? Oh, no lah. No, don't have. For but 4, we go through in class now. In class now, we are going through it. So everything there, you just do. You know which one is the short notes, right? It's all the soalan in class we practice together one. That one is your short. It's considered your short. You can create your own point one. You realize, right? After we go through the very long information, and then we go through one very short questions, right? All those are the short notes. You unknowingly doing the short notes, actually. Teacher, can I know which chapter you have already teach until for normal class? Now, now we are in 4.1. Next week, Monday, tomorrow class is 4.3 already. Because some school, they exam until chapter 4. Okay. So tomorrow is 4.3. All right. So I'm going to, chapter 2, kesan important. Yeah, chapter 2, kesan is our country kesan. So yes, that's why we put it in your seminar material. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Ciao. Okay. Goodbye. Sayonara. Any question? Nothing else, All right. Good luck for your exam. Make sure you'll get good result and go through all the soalans. Anything else, remember to ask. All right. Goodbye. Bye, Chingy. Bye, Maya. Bye, Mechi. Bye, Deva. Bye. Bye, Saliswari. Bye, Kaini. Bye, Amel. Bye, Amel. Bye-bye.